I know most of you subscribe because this is a keto and carnivore channel, and don't worry, we'll be back to that on the next video. But this past weekend, America celebrated her 250th birthday. There were fireworks, barbecues, parades, and a lot of people talking about what America means. And on the drive home back from Montana yesterday, where I had the privilege of watching my son propose to his girlfriend, I couldn't help stop thinking about one question. What does it actually mean to live like a free man in the United States? And I don't think the answer starts in Washington, D.C. I think it starts in the mirror. See, the founding fathers didn't create a country where government solved every problem. Quite the opposite, actually. They deeply distrusted concentrated government power. They created a nation where ordinary people accepted extraordinary responsibility. Think about the 56 men who signed the Declaration of Independence. They knew that if the revolution failed, they weren't going to prison. They were going to the gallows. That's the kind of responsibility they were willing to accept for the cause of liberty. But freedom isn't simply the ability to do whatever we want. Freedom means accepting the consequences of our choices. That applies to finances, to our families, to our faith, and yes, to our health. See, health is one of the last things we truly can control. For a living, I drive truck, right? I don't control the freight that comes in or out. I don't control the politics affecting, my industry. I don't control the economy. And I sure as hell don't control inflation. But what I can control is whether I grab the donuts in the break room. I can control whether I stop for convenience store junk food. I can decide whether I go to the gym after a long, hard day. I can decide whether I'm stronger this year than I was last year. Nobody, not my employer, not my neighbors, and certainly not the government, can make those decisions for me. See, there has always been a philosophy that tells people that someone else should solve their problems. Someone else should carry their burdens. Someone else should protect them from the consequences of their own choices. It sounds compassionate. It feels warm and fuzzy. Because, let's be honest, personal responsibility is fucking hard. But that same philosophy shows up in our health too. It whispers things like, you know what? It's your genetics. It's your age. Everybody gains weight after 40 or 50 years old. You know what? You deserve that dessert. And you know what? Don't worry about it this weekend. You want to change? Start Monday. And before long, you've spent 10 years waiting for that Monday to start. See, the easiest person to live in is the one where someone else is always responsible for your condition. That's why I talk so much about becoming a healthier, capable man. Not because I want men walking around with six-pack abs, but because capable men build strong families. Strong families build strong communities. Strong communities build strong nation. See, America didn't become exceptional because government made extraordinary people. America became exceptional because ordinary people accepted extraordinary responsibility. America's next 250 years won't be determined only by elections. They'll be determined by millions of ordinary Americans making better decisions every single day. And because I speak primarily to men, I am talking directly to you. So here's my challenge for you. Celebrate the freedoms we were given. But remember, freedom without individual responsibility doesn't stay free for very long. Tomorrow morning, lift the weight. Take the walk. Skip the convenience store junk food. Say your prayers. Keep your word not only to yourself, but to your family. Become stronger than you were yesterday. Because a healthier man isn't just better for himself. He is better for his family, better for his community, and yeah, better for the United States of America. Freedom, individual freedom, is a gift. Responsibility is how we honor it. Happy 250th birthday, America. Now let's become the kind of men who are worthy of passing that freedom on.